Welcome back to Underdog Sports Podcast. Today we have a super special super guest, Isaiah. He's not a guest, he's replacing Andrew. This is a professional business transaction. We had to do a call-in for today, and the call-in came through. All right.
Andrew is out tonight indefinitely with watching the Lakers game. So we got the guy coming off the bench.
Some Luka guy is making a return against his old team. Never heard of him, but we'll kick it off talking about some firing that happened.
I know the Mavs probably won that trade or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, we'll do a little bit of news first. NBA, fucking I don't even know his name. Do you know his name?
Something Malone.
Mark
Malone, Miles Malone. I don't know.
Mark something.
Special guest coming in with some
Let's
key
go,
information.
The Nuggets head coach got fired and their GM.
Mark Malone, you guys put together a game, Super Bowl winning product.
It's Mike Malone.
I knew it was an M.
Michael, my apologies. You have no job.
After winning the fucking Super Bowl.
Yep.
The NBA Super Bowl. Alright, so I have not a single clue why you would ever fire your head coach right before the playoffs. Playoffs starting a week?
What are they, 5 games out?
Yeah.
I feel like 5 games out.
I see it, dude. You're so desperate, but also whoever is replacing him is not putting you in a better position.
That's going to be the scapegoat unless they win it all. Oh, if you had that head coach, it could have happened. Because, clearly he's brought them there before, but...
But then this was also the owner because they also fired the GM.
Yeah.
It's all to keep the Joker happy. That's literally it.
He must
I
have.
thought he
Joker,
liked...
No, the Joker
coach.
just flipped out with him
Oh, really?
3-4 games.
How would you
beforehand.
not like a guy? You won the fucking chip together. How are you not besties?
That dude doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, and then did you also guys see him on the clip, literally yelling at Jamal Murray, literally saying what was it along the
The
lines?
coach?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
yelling
I
at
saw
him.
that.
None of you guys watch film. None of you guys watch film, and you blame them for
Oh, I
the
heard
loss.
that.
He was going a screaming match about that on the sideline.
Coach Jokic.
I don't know. This is the guy that pays you and babysits you every day. Could treat him with a little more respect. And the GM too. I think the GM built a fine roster. That's just uncalled for.
He got rid of their brightest star.
Right. Do you know who? Pop quiz.
Yeah.
Oh god.
From 2019, 2020.
I believe
He's got a card up
He's
there.
up there.
And it's not the guy. It's not anybody in an NFL uniform or hockey.
Well, I hope not hockey.
The guy in the dentistry.
Oh, Bobo the goat. Bobo.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd get him out of there too.
Yeah, Mark Malone. Your days have been counting for a while.
Not gonna lie, I thought Bobo was like a 1990s character. He just has up there. He just has. It looks like he has such high shorts on.
Long ass legs.
I just don't understand the firing when he's built for 5 years. He's been there, I think. 5 years, and he's made the playoffs almost every single year he's been there. He brought
their team's only
yeah, they're only
championship ever.
Not
he
to
literally
mention
brought
an
him to
MVP.
the winning sensation that they've been. They're literally a top contender every year that he's been a coach.
Cook. Andrew. Alright, what's the next topic?
Keep it basketball. Some college basketball, some March Madness. And do we talk about Duke first?
That was
Oh,
probably
their sell of a
the
game.
big,
Yeah.
They were up what?
They're up 16 or 15.
Yeah, within the last few minutes.
And then
2
choke.
minutes 34 seconds, I think.
Okay. I hope this doesn't tank Cooper Flag's college his draft stock, because basketball is a team sport. You cannot guard all 5 guys on the court, and you cannot score every single possession when it comes down to the last 2 minutes, because nobody else touches the ball except the best player on the court. Which, it's low-key his fault. Low-key. Because to be a great player, you have to elevate the ones around you, and that did not happen in the last 2 minutes either. But
Yeah, but he's more of a playmaker. He can only create so much. They're doubling him the whole
Right.
last 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
He made their last field goal before they went on the 3-minute non-scoring
yeah, of
streak.
course he did.
He made their last field goal off the post fade. That last shot was his shot. That's his signature shot. That little post fade off back and down.
Yeah.
He's a freshman.
Dude, some days it's
Yeah.
going to land, some days it's not. It's fine.
He's only
That's cool.
19, and technically he did have an offensive rebound with like 30 seconds left off a missed free throw, but they called him over the back, and everyone was super pissed about it because it was a bad call or whatever. Not like that really probably should have changed the game that much. But hypothetically, I think he did put in enough effort where like you can't really point the finger at him.
I think
Yeah,
the only
definitely.
people you blame there is coaching. That's the only people you can really blame there.
Yeah,
You can't blow even if like the players are making mistakes. You have to call a timeout and just regroup. He called no timeouts, left turnover after turnover. You can't just
bad.
keep the momentum
You're
like
right.
that.
That's bad.
And then we'll go to the championship game with that final shot that never happened for
Yeah, that
fucking
was
Houston.
sad.
Like what?
Well, I mean, you can say that's the worst play of the game, but I think the biggest blown call was that goaltending that never got called.
Yeah.
That
People
goaltending
were-
that changed the whole momentum of them. They had it going, and then all of a sudden you call no goaltending when the 7'9" player literally grabs the ball from the rim. The ball is still rolling around the rim. He grabbed it from it. You can't do a non-goaltending on that. And people will be like, oh, it's all one-on-one possession, but that literally was the possession. They lost by one possession there.
Mm-hmm. I want to say what you said earlier.
So I saw a video. I'm gonna give credit to the random guy that I saw his video. So shout out to him.
Shout out random guy.
The coach drew up a beautiful play on the last possession where they had like 3.2 seconds and they set like 2 off-ball screens to get the shooter open at the top of the key, and it happened, but it was a late pass getting through. So the guy was open for like an entire second and a half, wide open at the top of the key to hit the game-winning shot, and the ball was late. Ball gets there late, now it's a contest, and the shooter's fucked. Like, yeah, he still should have probably shot the ball, but it wasn't really all his fault.
Yeah, I think with time being on the clock and he took that bad shot, he would have got blamed more, even though like he technically made the wrong decision. However, like you said, not his fault, and he was getting so much hate that like he deactivated his fucking accounts all over social media for
That's
like
crazy.
pump faking the shot, but like, dude, it's not a good shot because it didn't get to him in time. So I don't think the blame should be on that kid
It's
at
a
all.
bad pass.
Yeah.
I don't think the blame should be on, but you gotta throw up the shot. I understand you're going for a foul,
Yeah,
but you gotta
right,
throw
yeah.
the ball up. And then he's blaming his teammates for not running after the ball. After he just
Wow.
pump faked the whole team, the whole crowd, everyone's screaming, and then went dead silent. Like you can't. You're gonna
In
draw
that
the foul.
situation,
Shoot it.
you can throw it off the player and then you would recover. It has to hit the other guy.
He just has to.
I
touch
don't
it.
know why, if you're going to jump up and decide you're not going to take the shot, I don't know why you're throwing it at the ground.
Yeah, it was too late for
I
that.
personally would have either
That was-
passed the ball.
I don't know. It was
Yeah,
just
but
goofy
how
to watch.
dumb how much worse would it look if he went like that, threw it at him, the guy caught it. Like now it's gonna look even
Well,
worse. You just handed them the win.
Okay, well, I think it looks terrible. At least you get
Either
Vesper
way.
like that.
Either way, it looks bad.
Either way, it looks
Spike
bad.
the ball in
Fuck
front of you.
I think I'd rather go with the ball thrown on the ground than
It's a
trying to
bad
throw
pass.
it at them.
Like I had the
It's a
chance
bad
to
pass.
be
Yeah, the
Jesus
pass just
for that
pass just
school.
wasn't there in time.
The pass was late. I promise you, dude. He was open for like.
I still think
an
he had a
entire
shot
second.
though. Yeah, I still think even with
There's
that
always
fake,
a shot.
the guy was standing on the side and purposely not fouling him. So I mean, he had a shot to shoot it.
Always a shot.
You're a D1 athlete, jump above him, I guess. You're doing the jump shot.
Yeah, talk about oven kitchen.
Alex Ovechkin passed the all-time goal record from Wayne Gretzky, so that was pretty cool. And then ESPN had to go out and make it about LeBron James. I don't know if you guys saw this.
I'm happy you brought this up.
They had to be like, what's more impressive, Ovechkin passing the goal record or LeBron James passing the fucking scoring record? One, why are you going to even compare them? Who cares? LeBron's probably more impressive if we're talking about it, because, like, points. Yeah, Ovechkin didn't pass the point record. That shit's literally untouchable. But why? And then they put PK Subban to defend Ovechkin. He knows nothing about basketball. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp know nothing about hockey. So the fact they're even arguing is just dumb in the first place. Like, what are we doing here? Making it about LeBron.
Yeah, it seemed like their intention was like to demoralize that fucking record that Ovechkin
Yeah.
got. But I mean, they weren't trying to do that. That's just how it appeared because you're comparing it to like one of the greatest records of all time. just to kind of praise LeBron because LeBron's their big moneymaker.
He's got a Barbie doll now.
I don't know. I still think you can argue the points record. I still think you can say that the hockey points record is almost more impressive than the basketball points record.
But he didn't pass the points record. He
Not
passed the
points,
goal
but
record.
goal. But you gotta understand, basketball doesn't have that. That's like
That's
if you
true,
it's like
yeah.
if you count assists and points all
Assists and
together.
points together, yeah.
That's
LeBron would still probably have
uncomparable.
that.
LeBron-
That's the
Yeah.
dumbest shit ever. It's uncomparable. I
Yeah.
don't see how you can even
Yeah.
process what's better. They're two different sports. Maybe if it
But
was
you gotta
like
understand, hockey, scoring in hockey's tough.
And then
Yeah.
PK Subban had to throw
Like-
in the, well, LeBron James might have done that, but like his body's not going through the same shit that Ovechkin is getting hit all
See his
game
teeth?
and shit like that. Oh yeah,
Bro, he's got no teeth.
Oh yeah.
That's like Chara. Chara played like half of the season with a broken jaw.
Yeah, had the
Like,
freaking half bubble
you,
thing.
you gotta understand like the toughness and LeBron. He missed the game because he had a hangnail. A hangnail, bro. He got a hangnail. They took him out. Took him out mid game.
Never knew how bad it was till I started doing fantasy basketball, and it's like just
Oh,
randomly, I'll be like, this guy's not playing today. He's like his knees sore.
because they play 82 games. I played 3 days in a row and my knees hurt.
It's like in 2K when you go. You're in the WNBA. You're doing the WNBA league, and it says your player just got pregnant. Your player just got pregnant. Missing 6 months, 6 to 9 months.
6 to 9.
You know what pissed me off in fantasy basketball too? I don't know who it was. I wish I had the name. I have someone who'd be like, they're questionable for this game. They're questionable to miss their next game, and that happened like 18 straight games.
Yep.
I was like, how are you
For
questionable for like 3 fucking weeks? You're not out or you're not. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, just to get it in perspective real quick. What you felt about that idiot is how I felt about Byron Jones. That's all.
Well, you know what? You got a pick today, so he's a good guy.
Okay. Let's. Any more random ideas pop in after we did that news? Little news segment. Kind of bring back some news because we're in a little lull right now.
Do you think it's fair to compare all-time greats in different sports? Is that reasonable?
No, you can't.
No.
Can't. Different whole different system. That's like if you compared Ronaldo to LeBron. Like you in soccer world, you're considering Ronaldo like no one's touching this guy. Like he's the greatest of all time. No one's better than him. You don't even come up with another name other than Messi. LeBron, you just can't. You can't. They're goats in their own sports. Like that's literally just it.
It's different.
Every sport is different.
Imagine we compared bowling and water polo.
All right, Isaiah. Isaiah has come up with some talking points for us. Basically, he just came up with some random thoughts that he had.
Yep.
He's just gonna read them. We're all just gonna react to them, and
I think you should read one and then give one reason why to back up your thing. Without anybody else talking.
Okay. All right. Point number 1. Saquon Barkley, better running back than Barry Sanders. Straight up, you gotta understand. My reason behind this, you gotta understand. One of the toughest records to ever break, the 2,000 yard marker rushing. He did it on Eagles team first year. Even though they are a rushing main team, you still have Jalen Hurts, you still got Devontae Smith, you still got AJ Brown. When Barry Sanders was playing, who was getting the ball? Other than Cal, you can say Calvin Johnson. No, you can't. You can't say Calvin Johnson.
I was hoping you didn't say that.
Herman Moore. What's the difference?
But all right, so even better to my point. Even better to my point. When Barry Sanders is receiving the ball, 95% of the time, he's their only offense, their only superstar you got to worry about. Clog in the middle.
That's why it's harder.
Yeah.
It's because they're so focused on him. That's why it's harder. With Saquon, there's like AJ Brown and shit, right? AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Right?
Yeah, but
All
when
these
Saquon's
dumbasses.
getting 2+ touchdowns a game, he's their main focus now.
I
They
don't care about the
AJ
whole
Brown.
offense is a
Just like that Super
powerhouse.
Bowl. Just for example, the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl this Super Bowl previously that just happened. It was such a landslide because they did not plan for the pass game whatsoever. Not even whatsoever. When have you ever seen Devontae Smith bomb a team in that big of a game?
A couple times.
Uncovered.
The last time they played in the Super Bowl, that happened.
When?
The last time it was on the sideline. I promise you. He didn't score, but he got down to like the 1 or 2.
Oh, so what good does it do when he doesn't
Oh,
score?
oh,
What good does it do when he doesn't
just
score?
said-
on the board.
You just said when was the last time Devontae Smith ever did that. Also, Saquon didn't score in the Super Bowl. Mr. 2+ touchdowns a game. Also, super powerhouse team.
Super powerhouse team. He has.
If Barry
he has-
Sanders was on a powerhouse team like the Eagles, he actually would have ran for 4,000 yards.
Also, I wasn't alive to watch this man play football, so this is a crazy take.
Exactly. You always goes by what people say. We never watched the game. Maybe you did, your old ass head. But
I watched a couple Barry Sanders games.
I think we need to watch
Exactly.
some Barry Sanders film for video.
bro knows everything from 1947 football.
But I'm assuming Barry Sanders didn't have the O-line of the Eagles.
But no one knows that. They could have been the Eagles O-line at that time.
Oh yeah, I doubt it. That's why they won fucking 4
That's
games
why
every
the
week.
Lions.
I mean the what's his name?
Also,
You could argue the best lineman Lane Johnson literally didn't even get an award. So you can argue that he didn't have the best offensive line because no one on this
Award.
offensive line got an award.
What award?
award for what?
He
Offensive Player of the Year.
no they have lineman awards. You have like
Maybe Little
what is
League.
it all when you get named an all pro.
All pro.
You get that's
I
an award.
guess.
That's an award. You get named all pro. Not even a mention. He didn't even get a mention. He had the most. What was it? The most protected. Go ahead. He had it taped against his locker because he got outbeat by someone. I forgot who it was. Lane Johnson got outbeat.
He's got to be multiple time.
Yeah, he is a multiple time, but I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about this year.
Still.
First year with Saquon. You guys are arguing Saquon. I'm talking-
What about when Saquon was on the Giants?
Lane Johnson. So he's a.
You
six-
still a top. You still argue as a top running back in the league, even with the dog shit
When he
team.
wasn't hurt.
So
Like-
Lane Johnson is a 6-time Pro Bowler. Not like that means anything. 2 Super Bowls. 2 first-team All Pros last year in 2017. So the other year they went to the Super Bowl, and 3 second-team All Pros the last 3 years. Besides the year that he was All
Second
Pro.
team.
Second team.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you're
Your
second team.
Oh, so
What
he
I'm
was,
saying, you
so
got-
he was
you-
the second best at his position in the whole league.
Yeah, wow.
But he's the
What
only
a
one on
loser.
the line. Who else is getting credit?
Landon Dickerson.
Makai Becton.
When you ever hear Landon Dickerson being complimented, other than right now?
Blocked for Tua in college.
Oh, that's funny.
Yo, yeah. Two were tugging my nuts. That's about it.
Don't they have a good center too?
They did.
Is
last
Mailata still
season.
there?
Yeah, Jordan Mailata.
Mailata, is he still there?
Oh yeah, he's actually
the
so
Samoan
good.
guy.
Oh no, we have to
Yeah.
actually mention Jordan Mailata is like top 3 left tackles in the league. You never heard his name, but he's actually.
I do.
so
He's a
good.
Samoan guy, right? With long brown hair or something like that.
I think he's a team of the year card.
So that means he's in the league. So.
Madden swallows his nuts.
I mean,
that's
if he
about it.
deserves team of the year, he's got to be pretty good.
All right.
I don't want to say I'm defending his take. I think Saquon's more skilled than Barry. I think he puts up 3,000 in the fucking 80
I don't
bones.
see Barry doing a fucking
Oh my
backwards
God,
hurdle
bro,
if I'm being
bro.
honest.
People develop, human beings develop. Give it 20 years, there's gonna be some fucking freak who's better than everybody that's ever come.
Hopefully he's on the Dolphins.
You got no chance.
Thanks.
All right, let's hear the next one.
All right,
That's brutal.
we're gonna go back to the Ovechkin and Wayne Gretzky.
All right.
We're gonna go back to that.
Yeah, okay.
I think Ovechkin is a better goal scorer than Wayne Gretzky. Period. Like not even close in the same ballpark. I think if you go by times, he was literally scoring against absolute bum goalies. Like if you're gonna compare Wayne Gretzky's shot just off his miles per hour off his slap shot or wrist shot compared to Ovechkin, it's not even close.
But that is because the technology in sticks. Before, when Wayne Gretzky played, he had a wooden stick that doesn't bend. How they make the sticks now, it's supposed to bend when you take a shot to get extra like slingshot on that shit.
Snap. But
That
Ovechkin
dude-
played with a wooden. He played with a wooden stick. He on an interview said he played with a wooden stick most of his life till he got to certain parts of the NHL. His favorite stick was a wooden stick.
Can I get the interview in the document here?
I don't know.
Yeah, where's the
It's
word? Where's the
alright,
word?
it's
The
alright.
word
It's
side.
alright.
Yeah, that's the word I was
I
looking
saw it
for.
on TikTok. I saw it on TikTok actually because it said like someone in the comments was saying that like he like made another post based off his comments. He was literally showing pictures of not Wayne Gretzky, Ovechkin using a wooden stick. And
Not
it
in
showed-
NHL though. NHL give him top of the line shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta understand, but you also gotta understand the time period. You can say that his stick, the fact of like his stick being better makes up for the fact that his goal, Wayne Gretzky's goal was so dog shit.
But also, 1,000% I agree with you because the best part about him breaking Wayne Gretzky's goal record is that Wayne Gretzky is not a goal scorer. Wayne Gretzky's an assist guy. Wayne Gretzky has fucking, oh god, was it like 1,800
There's a lot.
assists?
There's a lot.
Like almost double assists over goals. Like, he's not a goal scorer. You know, Wayne Gretzky's just happened to score a fuck ton of goals. He has way more assists, and it's not even close. He was just that much better than everyone else. So yeah, Ovechkin, best goal scorer of all time.
Yeah.
And
feel
if you
no
look at his
one's arguing
ratio of goals to assists, both of them, Wayne Gretzky's fucking miles ahead in overall like playmaker. Wayne Gretzky's a playmaker. Ovechkin is a goal scorer, so that's why.
What's the phrase? Gretzky couldn't raise the puck or something? Because he
Oh,
just
yeah.
fucking slid it along the ice.
Oh yeah,
and
and
the
that barely.
goalies
any-
are like too fucking.
that also goes
immobile
with the
to go
sticks,
down.
but yeah, the goalies were shit. I'd be dominant if I played against Wayne Gretzky. Dominant.
You're stopping. You were the same caliber, better caliber goalie than the goalies he was going up against.
Absolutely.
He was going up against who were going from their 9 to 5 working at the oil field.
So when goalies drop to their knees and like fucking put their legs out, it's called doing a butterfly. That's what that's called.
Nah,
They
doing
didn't
open
do
net.
that
They were
until
doing
like the
open nets.
2000s. Wayne Gretzky had retired when they learned how to drop to their legs. Yeah, goalies were shit.
So
They
could you,
stood like this.
You might
so
have
could
had
you
a
argue
Russian
his
draft.
assists?
Dude, I'd be a Hall of Famer.
So could you argue his assists then, or give me assists?
What do you mean?
Because if he's getting all these assists, who's the top? Who's the second best assist player? Who would you say is the best right now in the league? Currently in the league,
Oh, McDavid.
McDavid.
Yeah.
Would you consider
He
McDavid
plays
a better
the
better
same way.
playmaker than Gretzky? Because you got to think about the time period, goalies, and
So,
if he's
all right.
passing, you got first assist, second assist.
Yeah.
And you got to think about how hard this is scoring this age in the NHL compared
Mm-hmm.
to when he was scoring. You could literally have anyone from the picking maple syrup from the trees to literally right now, bro.
Maple syrup.
On Jemima.
So if you take, this is the same thing that Luke just said about human evolution. If you take Connor McDavid and put him back when Wayne Gretzky played, he would be fucking insane. Like, you can't say that he'd be better than Wayne Gretzky, but like, it would be ridiculous. They play
I know,
like
but you gotta-
almost the same
You
way.
gotta think people argue MJ and people argue LeBron. Two different eras, two different evolutions
Mhm.
of players. People say MJ right now if they 1v1, MJ would beat LeBron. Not happening. Not even close. Bro's a twig compared to LeBron.
My son-
But maybe that's a similar comparison because McDavid would run circles around Wayne Gretzky, both in their
If
prime.
yeah.
Both in their prime.
Just how hockey was played then.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really know. Alright, basketball is really like threes were not a thing, right?
Yeah,
They
Michael
didn't
Jordan
take
was
threes.
playing. Yeah, Michael Jordan was hitting threes.
But like
He's a mid-range guy mostly.
hockey's so different where I feel like hockey comparing them, hockey's so much more advanced now than it was before compared to basketball, where basketball was really just like they were rougher then and didn't shoot threes, and now it's just like everyone I feel like it's more of an upgrade in hockey. So it's harder to compare. Or
We're
you
comparing different sports and eras right now.
I know, which we said we couldn't do at the beginning, but like, you put any hockey player who plays currently back then, they're dominating, only because
That's
it's
every
so
sport.
far behind.
Yeah.
That's every sport.
But I feel like basketball, they would be less dominant.
It's tough because like they go through stages. Like Shaq would probably still fucking dominate
Yeah,
now,
Shaq would
and that
still
was 20
dominate.
years
Depends.
ago.
No,
Maybe
take like,
more.
Hakeem would still
Yeah.
dominate.
all right, Peyton Pritchard, put him. I don't know when was Michael Jordan's prime.
Like
Would-
the 90s.
Would he be a top player in the
89.
league then?
He put
PP?
up a fuck ton of points, I think.
I
They sag off a
I think
lot
PP.
in
I think
the
PP would
90s.
be just like Jerry West. I think you can compare him just
Man,
like
I
Jerry
think
West.
he's exactly what he is now.
I think he puts up a shit ton of threes.
I think he is now, but he's like barely a starter. Like now he's a sixth man. I think he's barely a starter.
So
Back
I'm
then,
saying
you think barely a
No.
starter back then?
So I'm
He's the
saying
same guy.
No,
I don't think
way. If Jerry West is a top point guard in the league, top all-time point guard,
Jerry West is like pure playmaking. He's like he's like third in assists.
I know, but it's like the same argument. The people he was going up against.
I think the 90s is softer than most people think. Like if you look at watch a game, the defenders sag off a lot, and I think if fucking Pritchard got that much sag off, he'd be putting up a record number of threes at that time.
People were sagging off till Curry came.
But
Curry's the one who
he
changed that
only
whole thing.
shoots those fucking threes because of how he grew up, man.
Yeah,
When
it
he
still
was
happened.
born in 1990.
but we
be
put him
pulling
in a time machine and send him back and just say you're gonna be the GOAT.
Yeah,
Go do your thing.
he's top 3 in the league.
This is why
So-
I differentiate skill and greatness. Like the Barry thing. Saquon's not like near the greatness. Skill wise, I think
you
more
put
skilled
Saquon
than
in there. I
Barry.
think
But
you
that's
put
just
Saquon
so
back
what I'm
then.
saying.
Because he
He's
grew up
growing.
watching Barry Sanders.
matter. He's still skilled.
I get it.
We can move on to the next one. That was solid conversation, you know. Ruining what we established
Yeah, I'm
immediately.
upset.
Dude.
I got my fucking feelings hurt. Fucking Barry Sanders shit.
All right, Celtics currently are better than the 2016-2017
You love your
Warriors.
comparison.
That, it's
At least
hot
we're in the
takes.
same era.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just retarded.
How you say they're both super. You guys, everyone puts. Not you guys, but everyone puts the 2016-2017 Warriors as like the greatest team ever like assembled, other than obviously the Dream Team.
Greatest
Fucking
regular season
70
of all time.
wins.
Yeah.
I know, but you gotta understand they weren't basing stacked teams like there are now in the NBA. Now for example, you got Luka, LeBron.
It was worse before. There was like
Hold
5
on.
super teams, dude.
It was literally no. There was 2 super teams. There was the Lakers, not Lakers. There was the Cavs, and there was the Warriors.
And they played each other every year.
Exactly. They play each other.
Man,
now you got
it's
the
wow.
Nuggets, who are a top. You would say top contender in the league.
Nah, they
you got Celtics.
their ass.
You got Celtics. You got the Cavs now again. Cavs are one of the best teams currently right now. Don't know how. Look at their roster. Most mid roster you'll ever see. Other than Spida. Yes, but yeah. That's literally it that I can name.
The defensive player of the year, like a top 5 center, you know, just a whole bunch
I
of
think we
idiots, too.
revisit this after the playoffs and see if the Celtics make it to the finals again. Because if they don't even make it to the
I
finals,
think they're gonna sweep all. Their only contender is the Cavs.
The Warriors made it to the finals every single year.
I think that Warriors team wins in 6 or 7 games.
I don't think so.
I think the
I
Warriors
think-
team wins in 5.
I think
Like,
I don't know. They're only weapon. The only you can say Klay Thompson was like a top weapon, but I'm sorry, the Celtics team's not letting prime Klay Thompson get hot like that. Like he did if it wasn't Curry, it was Klay Thompson dropping 40
If
points
it wasn't him,
off
it was
all
KD.
3 points.
KD's
KD
what-
didn't. I don't think KD did much of nothing.
KD's
during
like
that.
the best scorer. Dude.
Oh,
I don't,
no,
that's
no,
a
no.
wrong.
how are
I
you
think-
gonna
I
say
think-
KD didn't do
But
shit?
if you're gonna say that KD left because he was unhappy, he wasn't the top superstar. That year that they went to the finals,
Yeah, I know.
Klay Thompson outplayed KD.
Still,
He would've
We gotta
done
put
that.
in perspective that he
He
played
would
4
have been, but he
years.
wasn't.
He played 4 years on the Warriors, dude. It wasn't like 1 or 2 years, okay? He was the top fucking scorer on that team for 3.5 fucking apartment years. He walked individual sections overtime, consistently being the top player. Not
But I don't
fucking. I don't know how
He
to
showed up for-
describe
I don't even
it.
think he was a top player during that year.
I would say
during
like
that time.
I would say like parking lot era, where like 1 year top scorer and then a gap of 2, and then fucking top scorer again. No, fucking apartments. Always the top scorer, dude.
Bro's building real estate every year.
I don't know what else to say.
I just don't. I think that Warriors team hurt KD's career more than it helped his.
What?
He had his best year.
He won a
right?
chip.
No, he didn't have his best years. He just won a chip. That was it.
No, he didn't have his best year, but they won the chip. So I
It
guess
wasn't
it's-
even a top.
I
It
would
wasn't
say
even
it's
a
his
top
best
10
fucking
year.
year.
You could say it wasn't even a top 10 year. You could
Oh.
say last year with those
God.
Suns, he had just as much of an impact of what he did with the Warriors.
No, they won the Super Bowl. I don't know what to tell you, dude. He walked in the fucking apartment scoring every night. He walked out scoring every
all
night.
KD's did on that worst team was collect paycheck after paycheck. That's how much help he had.
Wow. These
literally-
paychecks, dude.
He was
He's averaging 27.
All you could say, honestly, is that he was a threat and they couldn't double Curry because of him. Because he would get hot if you left him open. But the thing is, no one was. Nobody was.
Listen to me right now. He's the best scorer on 3-level threat ever, dude.
Oh, no way you just said that.
He's the best scorer ever.
No way you said
What?
that. When Curry exists from the 3-point. Curry changed the whole everything in
Curry
basketball.
can't dunk. I said from every fucking level.
Yeah, but when you're scoring threes, who the fuck does it matter if you're dunking or not?
I just told you, fucking KD can score from any spot on the court. Kevin Durant. Corey's not doing that.
Corey.
Obviously, he's still gonna do it a little bit, but not.
What was he? An Oregon legend? The Oregon legend.
Go to the next.
Alright.
Fucking unbelievable.
Zach's over here losing his
So
hands.
D-boy Draymond.
KD 100% smothered anywhere on the court it can go in. I don't know more to tell you.
Alright. This is gonna kill him too. This is gonna kill you too.
No, can we skip this one for now?
We're on Prime Revis
Oh, that's fine.
over Deion Sanders.
I wasn't alive.
Doesn't matter.
I wasn't alive.
Everyone says Deion's the best corner to ever
All right, this
exist.
is how we're gonna settle this. Who's got more rings?
Deion Sanders.
Damn right, prime time.
All right. If we all right, ready? So Revis won Defensive Player of the Year in like 2010, I think. All right, I know you don't know that. Deion Sanders won it in 94 and 95. One of those years, he won D-Boy. That was his 1 year on the 49ers. I would say if we had to compare the 2 years, Darrelle Revis' year was better because his top competition. I saw the list.
Is this with the graphic
Yep.
of like held under that yard,
Yep.
like Andre Johnson?
Oh,
Andre
saw
Johnson,
this
Calvin
video.
Johnson, Randy Moss ×2, fucking all these amazing dudes like 8, 9, 10 all-pro receivers where he strapped them under 30 yards. In man coverage, it was like special, dude, because I actually watched a lot of those games. I'm sorry, believe it or not.
Here we go again.
I was aspiring.
Motherfucker was changing his diaper at the same time while he was doing this.
What?
You watch 2010 Jets, he is running routes for the receivers every single play. I've never
Inside,
seen
outside, shade.
Yep. I've never seen anybody do that except 2019 Gilmore, where they run the route for the
Gilmore was a
receiver.
beast. Gilmore was a freaking beast.
Deion Sanders is more of a threat because it's like, man, it's not even worth throwing his
I
direction.
know, Burrow was a quarterback and the wide receiver and the corner.
And he's playing baseball too or some shit. I don't know.
He was
about that
dog
sport.
shit in baseball. He was dog shit.
At least he played.
It's like
Right?
MJ.
Well,
And Bojack.
MJ dog
No,
shit
alright.
baseball.
Oh yeah, MJ was bad.
anyway,
MJ was bad. Tom Brady, bad.
back to the beginning. Darrelle Revis that 1 year, maybe 2 years of his pure prime was probably better than Deion's prime, but Deion overall solos.
All right, we're switching the topics a little bit.
That might have been my favorite one yet.
Yeah, I
good
like
job.
that one.
Good job. Madden all team clutched.
What? Oh, never mind. We're gonna stick to this then.
Great.
Bo Jackson, best athlete to ever exist. Pure athlete.
Sure.
OJ Simpson is better.
Why is one in the grave and one's not?
Bo Jackson's about to be dead soon too. Fucking OJ got a head start towards the ground. I love how he's such a fucking amazing athlete that his fucking athletic body couldn't handle 2 years of NFL. Such an athlete. Fuck, Chris Carson did better than him.
Yeah, but dude left football to go play baseball, and literally not even 6 months after leaving football, joined an MLB team, became a starter, skipped double, skipped AAA, skipped all of that, and then became a dominant top 10 outfielder in the league. First year in the MLB. Was known for the hose of an arm. He was throwing people out from the wall in center field. Name what football player is hosing people, having that much like athletic ability.
So this
Not
is
at all.
Any quarterback.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes.
This is
Mahomes. That's why he got drafted. That's why he got drafted.
this is a Devin Hester situation. Okay, listen.
Yeah, my attention.
Listen, Devin Hester was not good enough to play receiver or corner. So shitty guys who can't play receiver and corner play special teams, okay? That's the basis. Now this relates to baseball. Listen, this relates to baseball because If
What,
you
shitty
are
people
good
play
enough,
baseball?
if you're good enough for the NFL, you don't fucking play baseball. You don't play special teams if you're good enough to play receiver.
Hold on. At that time, you definitely got paid more to play baseball. You still get
You
paid
still
more to
get
play
more.
baseball.
Still do.
Go
It's
play
still good.
baseball.
They have no-
I didn't watch any of that.
They have no cap.
I didn't watch any of that.
You got prime Otani right now going crazy, and he hasn't pitched a fucking game in like 2 years, and he's getting paid pitcher and hitter money for no reason. For no reason.
We probably got to give an athletic nod to a basketball player here.
Who?
It's
LeBron
LeBron
James.
Also, can we go back to the human evolution? Almost any
Yeah.
athlete now will be more athletic than anyone who played back then.
I
LeBron.
don't know. I think Bo Jackson's still
Bo
up
Jackson
there.
would be great now, but like, there's people who are more
Bo Jackson chose
athletic.
life over sports. He chose life over. He didn't want to deal with the CTE and all that. And he still probably has it. He still probably has it, trying to
Sounds
escape
like
it.
he's a sissy because he ran for 1,200 yards.
Well, would you stay in the league if you played for the freaking Raiders? Would you stay in the league?
Yeah.
Bo knows.
Who knows nothing.
I know, bro got his own shoe.
And who buys it? You ever seen anybody wear that fucking shoe besides
Probably at the
Xander?
time, probably when
The
it came
Bo
out.
Jackson ones.
When it came out, you probably see it. Yeah, I mean, for example, he came out with that. Madden came out with his Bo nose card with the Nike collaboration with his the running shoes, and people went crazy over. You can still buy them for thousands of dollars right now.
I had John Wall shoes.
Fucking love John Wall.
Unrelated.
The shortest peak of any point guard.
Yeah.
Dude, there was some
Great that
Reeboks,
one
I'm
year.
pretty sure.
Dude,
They
he
were
was
tough.
he had like what, a prime of like 3 to 5 years.
It was
of just
probably
being
3.
of just being pure dominant, and then that he just fell off the face of the earth.
I have Gilbert Arenas shoes. Just wanted to mention.
Wow.
They're on my feet right now.
Everyone takes a look.
What you got down there?
Gilbert Arenas might solo John Wall. If we're talking athletes, just kidding.
No.
If we're talking athletes, John Wall might be more athletic than Bo Jackson.
There's no way. There's no way you legitimately
That's
that
really
bad.
You can take it back. You can take it
Bro.
back. There's 5 seconds.
That is worse
Alright,
than
first
That's
off,
terrible.
First of all, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
but
alright.
John Wall might be faster than Bo Jackson.
he was quick. He was
He
quick.
was quick, but he wasn't that fast. John Wall ain't outrunning no one in the NFL.
I've never
bro.
thought about John Wall's speed like in a foot race.
I just thought of John Wall just pure. I think of John Wall as like
Alright, wait.
strength,
Hold on.
dominance,
He was a great finisher.
Bo Jackson, I think I Show Speed solos him.
and what?
Athletic.
And what? Athletic
Big
ability?
asshole.
No.
We should have mentioned.
No way we're going.
Okay, Bo Jackson
I
go
did
back
not
like,
just hear that.
We should have mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo too. There's
Ronaldo-
plenty of athletes that are better than Bo
that
Jackson.
was a joke.
Cristiano Ronaldo is only good in soccer. I'm talking about pure. Dude, the flexibility
He's
you get with Bo
athletic.
Jackson.
And Cristiano.
What do you know? When have you ever seen Ronaldo playing any sport other than soccer?
He's quick. He's
don't know if
agile.
he
He's
cares
got
enough.
high hops.
He doesn't care because he shit at every
No,
sport.
he makes too
Imagine
much
him
money to worry
picking
about
up a
it.
baseball bat. All right, underlay. Come on. Like, no, that's not happening. He's gonna watch that 95-mile-an-hour fastball blow by his nose and shit his pants. That's what's gonna happen every time.
The tough thing with baseball is, I don't think it shows your athleticness that much. It's more of a mental game.
Mental
If you-
hand-eye coordination. You need
It's like-
quickness.
It's like,
You just
yeah,
said why
but
it's
in
not
terms
an
of
athletic sport.
athleticness, it's like,
It's mental.
I don't know. Like Marquise Goodwin might be higher because he's a fucking Olympic level track athlete and a shitter NFL
I
player.
didn't even mention that.
But
DK
Olymp-
Metcalf.
DK, like even Tyreek, they're
Was
so
Bo
athletic.
Jackson in the Olympics?
He wasn't
He
he?
was.
I'm asking.
Yes, he was.
He was.
Yes, he was. He was in the Olympics. I don't know for what, but I know for a fact he's in
Might
the
have been
Olympics.
a 4.
What was Bo Jackson in the Olympics for?
Competed in the 1992 Barcelona Olympics and won the bronze medal in the 200 meters.
What was his
Damn.
time?
Tyreek Hill had the silver medal in the 200 meter.
What was Bo Jackson's
200.
200 meter time?
O. Jackson's fastest
Ran
recorded
2.39.
100 meter time.
Okay,
2.39
No, 10
seconds in 200
10.39.
meters.
10.39
That's
200
better.
meter.
that's a 100.
I don't know.
That's a 100. Yeah, I don't think that's a great 100 because there's high schoolers running in the 9s.
Athletes are better now than they were then.
Yeah. I'm gonna compare his 200 to the 200 now.
I mean, his 40-yard dash time. Let's compare that because that's like
okay, I don't know
the most
40
accurate.
times.
4.12.
That's fake.
That's not fake.
Yes, it is, dude. How are you gonna tell me that's his record when the fucking combine record is 4.2?
But they weren't doing they weren't doing tracking
Yeah,
people like
yeah.
that. They weren't tracking people like
Yeah.
that.
That's
They
bullshit.
didn't really do that.
If it's in paper that he ran at 4.12, it's there.
Can you find his 100-meter dash?
It's 10.39.
10.39.
Reek ran a 10.19.
That's not good. There's a high schooler that's running a 9 right now.
You gotta think about it. If he's running that, you gotta say runners today's you want to talk about technology? The technology in sneakers nowadays compared to when he was running. He was running in regular freaking loafers, probably running the 100-meter dash in loafers.
Here
Well,
we
all
are
these track
comparing
athletes.
eras.
Yeah, but this is the whole
Dude.
episode comparing everything.
Yeah, he won
And
bronze with. Oh wait, hold on.
What, with loafers on? He went bronze with a pair of loafers, going up against actual people who trained their whole life. Their whole life just to compete for that one medal.
I think that bronze medal was bullshit.
Mickey Mouse.
Sounds like a baseball merchant to me. You just named a baseball player.
I don't know. This is like not giving me good information.
You want to do one more?
Yep.
Alright, pick
Yeah,
your
you
best one out of the ones you got left.
Alright. See, this would be good if Andrew was here. This would be good, but that you chose the Lakers game over today. Alright. Drake over Kendrick. I'm gonna switch the whole meter.
They don't like us.
Yeah, they know like us.
That's all you guys have. They not like us.
We're looking at a top 1 rapper ever versus a barely top 50 rapper ever.
But rappers produced by how? So if you're gonna do that, you gotta go by how much they've sold.
Oh no,
How much?
no.
Yes,
no.
you have to. That's
Okay.
Like, that's literally the point of rapping. If you're gonna rap
No.
to the public, you want to be the best selling. You want to be the best, probably the most concerts sold, most viewed. Is that not the point? Is that not the point?
Sales
of rapping?
don't matter. That's like saying
You throw Eminem in there right now. He's outperforming Drake and can't remember. That's how relevant he is. Kendrick Lamar right now in sold tickets. If they go to the same arena right now, Eminem is selling more tickets than Kendrick and
no,
Drake.
Kendrick's third right now. Or Eminem's third right now. Sales don't matter though. By that logic,
But you gotta go by
Avatar is
public
the
eye.
greatest movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit,
By
people
that
say it's not
logic-
that good.
Matthew Stafford's the greatest quarterback of all time because he's made the most money.
I don't think money
No,
matters.
his agent's the best agent of all time. That's the best agent of
Alright,
all time.
Drake's got a good.
Drake
wasn't
agent.
even a bad take.
Drake's his
That's
own
it.
agent. Oh my god.
I don't think sales matter.
I think you gotta compare when you're doing rap because then if you don't go by that, currently right now you can say that Kanye couldn't even be in the conversation right now because of all the hate he's getting right now.
No, I think you just look at what they've made and how good it is. Specifically, probably albums because it's tougher with songs.
Lucky for us, we don't need to compare eras because they recently just played each
Michael
other.
Jackson's better than both.
And who won when they played each other?
Michael Jackson had
I think the guy who
such-
performed at the Super Bowl won versus the guy who was probably crying.
all because he created not like us. They're not like us.
I mean, they 1v1 each other, and one of them won and the other did not.
Yeah, but who they 1v1 each other.
Yep.
One song, that's it. Drake's not a roasting artist. He's not gonna come out with a bar for bar rap like Kendrick is. It's just not his style. But I'm going by pure like what they're doing to right now to the public eye.
Yeah.
We put this in sports terms.
Sports terms, this is.
This is Kobe Bryant against.
This is Calvin Johnson versus Odell Beckham, all time.
Who's Odell?
Drake.
No way.
Because that was like the most beloved guy because he made one-hand catches. Drake.
But Drake's not a one-hit
House
wonder.
music guy everyone loves.
Right now, Kendrick is a one-hit wonder. Currently, right now, this age, Kendrick's a one-hit wonder.
No.
Other than Kendrick Dick Riders, who can name more than Not Like Us right now?
I think
Took him 10 years to come up with Not Like Us.
Humble was like the biggest song of its year. DNA was like
DNA.
top.
But you
three
can
that
you can
year.
say, you can say Drake's Hotline Bling was more popular
Money
than
Trees just went ballistic
Well,
because of
that's
that. Hotline
TikTok.
Bling was more popular than Humble.
He's a good hit
Rap.
maker. That's all he's good for.
But when you have multiple hits, multiple
used to,
albums,
You used to.
That is not a rap song.
Technically.
that is a rap song.
What?
The other reason with Drake is he's like R&B half the time, so I don't even count
Yeah.
him as that good of a rapper
Drake's
because half.
I don't think of Drake as like a rapper.
I think his best album's an R&B album, so I don't even
Which
rate
one?
that.
Views?
No, I think Take Care is. I like Take Care.
Take Care is a top album. But I think Views is overall just his best album.
I don't even. Like, if you're reading this is good, but like, if we compare their discographies, I think the top 5 albums are all Kendrick's.
No, dude, no way. No way
Yeah.
we're going with this.
Maybe 4, maybe 3, probably 4.
No way. No way. You can you're sitting in your head like that?
I don't think Drake's
That hood is
good.
making you suffocate in your head. Bro. I think you gotta take off the hood.
I've been
and do some
riding
rap.
Kendrick since 2019.
Damn.
You probably remember this from COVID.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's like the best ever, and I don't think it's close.
Drake has a song with Uzi. He wins.
What song?
See, nobody wants to be a feature on Kendrick other than freaking SZA.
He was in Playboy Cardi's album. That's all I gotta say. He's better.
It's called I Forgot I Was Famous, by the way.
What? The song?
Yeah, with Uzi.
I've never heard that.
See, he's so good he even forgot he was famous.
That's it. They don't like us.
You know like this.
No one's like Kendrick. Dog shit.
Kendrick is great.
Isaiah, turn your TV off.
Good reference.
Squabble up. Okay. how do we wrap that up? This was fun. This was one of the most fun ones we've done in a minute. Isaiah, thanks
That was
for
a long
coming
one.
out for the last second call to replace Andrew.
Oh, anytime, bro.
Alright.
Oh, anytime. I work at 3:30 tomorrow.
Actually, motherfucker, I work at
5.
4:45.
It's alright. His job. He just sleeps in the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm okay with it.
Oh.
I legitimately am gonna sleep for the first hour I'm there.
There we go.
That's a good nap.
We got a hard worker. Alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Next week might also be crazy, but whatever, fuck it. There's nothing else to talk about. So like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.